From the home of the 2021 AFC champs, there's a look inside newly named Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1 between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Good set. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. 11 Thomas. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 16 yards right off the bat for the first down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here we go, here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Stop.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all.
Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. 30, 20, 10. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you
throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35. And they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. From the 24, Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
First down, here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic, and as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? You got to make sure that he's really into this game.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Here we go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
12.
On third down, Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Burrow on first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now Austin. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And some space here. And all the way down to the 26. 48 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll try to run the option here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On second down, this is Harris. 9 good yards here on the run, and now third down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off of the end zone. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
11. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
And the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Joe Burrow scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bengals are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Johnson's got it complete. And he will have a Steelers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 81 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in midseason form here in the opener. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And again, that's Hurst. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
11.
From midfield now, Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a pickup of 7, and it is also the final play of the first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They're going to look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 50 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away.
Here we go.
But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
And Burrow going to throw again. Got a man open. It's Chase. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
12.
Mixon. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Here we go. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the knee.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look toward...
It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon from 17 yards out.
And the Bengals are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Trap 60, trap 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
Past the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again, and they end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
10 through 11, 10 through 11.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Steelers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And now it's blocked. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Back to throw.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. First down. Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 49 yards. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this.
Here's McPherson now to send it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 30.
135 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
To the 27-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action. It's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Boswell good with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This take it in at the goal line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
11-90.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. This is caught, it's Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
4 yards. Second and 6.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
11 MT, hey.
Burrow will throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Running left with Snell.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They're going to run again with Snell. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Here's Snell on 3rd down. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play that was going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Here's Williams to return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Ready, ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading.